Okay, so for today I'm going to go over what is supposed to be done on Wednesday the 20th and Thursday the 21st, as well as Friday the 22nd. So for the 20th, which is Wednesday, we talked about the Republic of Texas, and it's a Nearpod on Schoology where you can see what happens after Texas gains their independence. You can go through the Nearpod to find all the information about the debt issues that Texas is facing, the Native American issues, and how they are still having issues with Mexico after this. Why Texas is not getting annexed, basically the reason why the United States is not ready for that to happen yet, and the two presidents that, well actually there's three presidents for Texas during this time period. We mainly talk about two, which is Sam Houston and Lamar, and we do talk about the third, which is Anson Jones, briefly. So whenever you get done with the Nearpod, you are going to go ahead and do the what now, what if. And this is basically talking about the main problems that Texas is having. And you're looking through scenarios on if, Texas should join Mexico. Should they join France? Should they join Spain? Should they join the United States? Or should they remain a republic? So you can go through that, read the scenarios, consider the following, and answer yes or no. Why did you choose that specific answer? Here, for the 21st, you have, we are going to talk about Houston versus Lamar. And when we talk about Houston versus Lamar, we talk about domestic and foreign policy. We talk about the main differences between each of these presidents and their time in office and what they did. We go through that with the Nearpod and how they handle foreign policy, how each president is very different, very opposite, how they handle the Native American issues, as well as how they handle annexation, and what they did for the capital. This is also found in the Nearpod, which your teacher will be going over on Thursday. After that, we have a short assignment versus Houston versus Lamar, and basically you are putting the box of the statement underneath the president. So for example, money increased, for money, increased debt from 2 to 8 million. We all know here the spender is Lamar, so you would just drag this box over to the Lamar side and making sure that you are reading each of these boxes to figure out which president aligns with the statement. Whenever you get done with that, make sure you submit this to your teacher. That way you can get a grade for it. We also have for Friday, on the 22nd, we are going to talk about the Texas Rangers and how this was basically the only force that Texans are going to have and use because there is no Texas military. We will go through this with a Nearpod and explain how the Rangers came about, have brief discussions over what they do, the uniform, the revolution, how they contributed, what kind of pay that they received, their life in general, how they lived day to day, how to become a Ranger because they are still out there today. Whenever we get done with the Nearpod together, we will go and work on a small activity that outlines Texas Rangers. Whenever you do this activity, make sure that you click on the hat for information. And this is the info sheet that you're going to use to fill out the important information such as early history, impact on Texas, a brief timeline, and what did you learn about. Everything with early history, impact, and the timeline can be found in this information sheet. What did you learn about will not be found in the information sheet. This is what you learn, like a summary, overall, a short 1 to 2 sentences about what you got from the Texas Rangers. So here's the information sheet. The timeline has all the information already in here, from the dates to what is important about those dates, its impact on Texas, and everything is already in there for you to look at and put onto your info sheet right here for Texas Rangers. Alright, so that is all we are doing for the week. If you have any questions, please contact your teacher and have a great week and weekend.